On the next inhale, roll forward. Lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Let your head hang heavy, heels invited to the mat, feet are hip distance. Picture the body as an upside down letter V. Make any small movements you need to. Breathe into the hamstrings. And then find stillness. On the next inhale, come onto the toes. Reach the tailbone high and ripple through the spine until you come to plank pose, shoulders over wrists. You have the option to come onto the knees here, or come straight down for a push-up, elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, lift up to plank and push back, downward dog. Inhale onto the toes, tailbone reaches high, ripple through the spine to come to plank pose. Take the knees if you need to, or come down for the push-up. Inhale, plank, downward dog. Inhale, come onto the knees. Bring the knees directly underneath the hips, wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Toes remain curled as you bring the right shoulder toward the right hip. Inhale, left shoulder toward the left hip. Side stretches to warm up the side body. Inhale, right side. Exhale, left side. Inhale, right side. Exhale, left side. Come to center, reach the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Without bending your legs, see if you can walk to the front of the mat, slowly, using your core strength. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt forward over the thighs. You can bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, ripple up slowly through the spine. Exhale, bend forward. This isn't a big movement. It's just to warm up the hamstrings and the spine. Exhale, melt forward. Bring a bend to the knees, tuck the tailbone, and roll very slowly up to standing. Heel toe the feet together. Roll the shoulders back, Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come into a flat back. Micro bend in the knees as needed. Exhale, melt forward, fingers in line with the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands into the mat, jump back, plank pose. Shoulder blades melt down the back as you come down for a push-up, taking the knees as a modification if you need to. Inhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift the right leg as high as you can for three-legged dog. Exhale, bring right knee to right tricep, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bring the right knee to left tricep and back into three-legged dog. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, knee in towards the forehead. Exhale, spin on the left foot. Pick the left hand up off the mat as you extend the right leg out. Side plank variation. Inhale, pivot on the left foot, coming over to the other side. Right hand lifts, and right foot comes high up the left leg, avoiding the knee joint. Push the hips away from the mat, finding an arc in the body. Inhale, plank, push up, three-legged dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, high lunge. Bring the hands in toward the heart, and the left knee floats down to the mat. Magnetize the feet to find a lift in the pelvic floor. Heart comes forward. Look up if it feels comfortable for the neck. Inhale, hands come down to the mat, right hand lifts. Initiating the twist from the navel, and exhale down. Inhale, left hand lifts. Exhale down. Inhale, find your balance. Come up, high lunge. Hands come to the heart. Melt the torso over the front leg. Twist from the navel and bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Looking up over right shoulder with left eye. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hands come down, transfer the weight to the front foot, lift up, standing split. Spread left toes. Inhale, come to stand on the right leg. Exhale, push the left foot down, Tadasana. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, hinge at the hips, flat back. Deep breath in, exhale, melt forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, bend the knees, jump back, plank pose. Come down for a push-up, using the knees if you need to. And inhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift the left leg as high as you can. Toes are spread as you bring left knee to left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, shoulders over wrists, knee in towards the forehead. Spin on the right foot, lift the right hand, extend the left leg. Side plank variation. Lift the hips away from the yoga mat. Inhale, come over to the other side. Bring the left foot high up the right leg. Try to avoid the knee joint. Inhale, left hand lifts. On the next inhale, bring the left hand to the mat. Come down for a push-up. Three-legged dog. Inhale, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Find your balance, come up strong, high lunge. As the hands come to the heart, bring the right knee down to the mat. Magnetize the feet to find a lift in the pelvic floor. Collarbones are broad as the heart comes forward. Inhale, hands come to the mat and left hand lifts. Twist initiated at the belly button. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand lifts. Exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Hands come to the heart. Bring the torso forward. Twist from the navel, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, bring the hands down. Shift the weight to the left foot. Standing split. Spread right toes, engage left thigh. Inhale, come to stand on the left foot. Right knee bends. Exhale, push the right foot down. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Tailbone is tucked. Spine is long and flat. Look up at the hands. Exhale, tip forward, fingers in line with the toes. Inhale, walk the hands forward. Pick the left foot up, keeping the back flat. And then inhale, open up the hip. And pick the left hand up. Right fingertips are on the mat, acting as a suction. Half moon pose. With control, bend the front leg, step back, Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2. So outer edge of left foot is parallel with the short end of the mat. Fingers are spread, look out over middle finger. Inhale, rotate the arms, looking up at right thumb. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back, three-legged plank. Do a push-up here, coming onto the left knee as needed. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the front leg, come forward, pigeon pose. Trying to be sure the back leg and foot are completely straight behind you. Inhale, hands lift if that feels okay. Knees are magnetized. If you want to go a little deeper, you can pick up the back foot. Bring the hands down. Curl left toes, lift. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale under the toes, bend the knees, hop forward. Exhale, melt over the thighs. Inhale, legs squeeze together. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, arms come up overhead, chair pose. Exhale, tip forward. Fingers in line with the toes, chin to shins. Inhale, halfway lift, walk the hands forward. Transfer weight to left foot. Inhale, right leg comes up behind you, back is flat. The next inhale, open the right hip and lift the right hand away from the mat. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other, broad collarbones. On the next inhale, with control, bend the front leg, coming into Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2. So the outer edge of the right foot is parallel with the short end of the mat. Inhale, rotate the arms. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Stepping back, three-legged plank. Push up, using the knee if you need to. Inhale, three-legged dog. On the next inhale, float the left foot down to the mat, downward dog. On the next inhale, come onto the toes, bend the knees and hop forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fingers in line with the toes, chin to shins. Inhale, bend the knees, squeezing the thighs together, Utkatasana. And finally, ending in Tadasana, mountain pose.